the new boss said it recently that they need to get bullpen and pitching. And that was a big problem last year. And, pitching's the name of the game. You can have all the hitting you want, and if you don't have pitching, it's going to be difficult. I always refer to the '69 Mets. They didn't have a powerful lineup, but they certainly had the pitching, and they won the World Championship. So if I had my choice between a good offensive team and a mediocre pitching staff or vice versa, I'll take the good pitching staff any day of the week.
There was all this talk about Craig Counsell coming to manage the Mets. Instead, it's going to be Carlos Mendoza, not a household name for many. What are your thoughts?
Well, I was surprised. I know that he was in the running. I don't know much about him other than he was the bench coach for the Yankees. And, Mr. Boone always gets thrown out of games, so he's had a little bit of games he had to manage. So it was a surprise. We'll see how it goes. I mean, there was a decision that wasn't taken lightly, and I'm looking forward to meeting him, actually.
How important is it for the Mets to sign Pete Alonso long-term in your mind?
I think it's very important. I think Pete's, if you look at his record now, he's got a body of work. He's not just a comet, a shooting star that's going to burn out. He is incredible, his power numbers. I've always referred to him almost from the first year when he hit the 50-plus home runs. He's, to me, is the second coming of Harmon Killebrew. Big power hitter like him. You can't find those. They got to sign him. I don't have a great feel of the clubhouse, because the clubhouses today are so big and they got that one extra room where we were not allowed. So it's not like the old days where you can mingle with the players. But Pete's a good teammate. I thought it was kind of mean-spirited. Whoever started that, I thought it was very, very mean-spirited.
Ohtani, if he's a Met, what would you think?
I'd like to watch him play every day. So we'll see.
How much would you love to see him in a Mets uniform?
He would be great in a Met uniform. He would be anywhere he goes. He's going to be welcome. He's incredible. I mean, just what he's done to be able to pitch and then have the offensive numbers as well as being his pitching numbers. It's really. It's much greater than what Babe Ruth did when he was young. I mean, they had to get Babe out of pitching and into the lineup. He was able to do it both ways, which I find incredible.
So you talked about pitching and the value of pitching. If the Mets got Yamamoto, would that be the kind of move that you think would really kind of solidify things for that rotation?
Well, we heard the bad news about David Peterson with the hip, and he won't be available till May and June, so that kind of hurts. And the only good side about that is maybe that was affecting his pitching, but he's going to come back mid-season. So Yamamoto, he's one of the great Japanese pitchers. His numbers are phenomenal. Anybody of quality would be a big lift for any pitching staff.